Da-na-na-na. That song, that music, that animation, this face, Todd Bavona reporting for the Staten Island Advance. Welcome to another edition of Together SI Business Spotlight. Today we are on location at Special Tees. Special Tees, a division of Community Resources. Speaking of Community Resources, the interim executive director and CEO for Community Resources is Tom Nisi, and he joins us. Tom, how are you today?
All right, Todd, thank you for having me.
Great to have you on. So we have quite the story with Tom here. Kind of thrown to the fire. March 29th is when he joined Community Resources. Let's first get an intro to you, Tom.
Okay.
Give us a little backstory where you worked and how you came to be with Community Resources.
My pleasure. So prior to being with Community Resources, I was with Staten Island University Hospital for 15 years. I was Senior Director of Patient Relations there. And so it gave me an opportunity to speak with patients, families on a daily basis. Through my employment there, we also had a special task force that was formed to address the needs of patients with special needs. And I've been on Community Resources Board of Directors since 2011. And recently I was vice president prior to being asked to step in when the CEO at that time retired. So I joined March 29th, as you had mentioned. And you talk about baptism by fire. Besides learning the inside of the organization, COVID hit at the same time. So I've been kind of flying by the seat of my pants a little bit, but the organization's been great to me. The staff, the employees, they've just been wonderful and very helpful and very supportive to helping us move forward through this very difficult time.
So let's talk about Community Resources a little bit, just the general broad brush of what Community Resources does,
Okay.
What it is that they offer as an organization, and then Tom, lead me to what that meant during quarantine, the past few months. What has that meant for Community Resources, Tom?
Community Resources was established in 1953 by parents who were seeking alternatives to institutionalizing their children. And for the past 67 years, we have grown. We're one of the metropolitan area's largest not-for-profit agencies. We have a preschool that does pre-K, pre-3K, located in Richmond Town. We also provide day habilitation services, respite services, and supplemental day hab services. We have Special Tees where we're located today, which does a great job and is very vital to us being seen in the community for what we do. We've changed over the years. We've grown, as I said. We currently have 15 residences and 6 supportive apartments where we have about 100 individuals that we care for on a daily basis. So that's been a challenge in itself, just trying to maintain those places. They're beautiful homes, and but we're working through this, and we're trying to grow even more.
Organization that falls under Community Resources Special Tees, as you mentioned, helping facilitate that and helping to move along together. Hey, it's Together SI, right? Speaking of your goals, long-term goals, and growing the organization, we're in a modified phase 4 at the time of this recording, at the time of this airing, right, Tom? So give me like short-term goals and long-term goals, and how does the organization want to proceed? In a safe manner, of course, 6 feet apart, masks, temperature checks. We would temperature check upon entrance today at Special Tees. What's the approach for Community Resources and the organization moving forward, and some goals, Tom?
Well, when COVID hit, our main campus is located on Victory Boulevard in Travis. We could not close. We had to keep the organization running, but we also had to keep our staff there safe. So we had modified schedules. We brought some staff in for some days, other staff other days. We had some staff work from home as well. We've been very, very fortunate as far as cases of COVID. I think we had 1 within our main campus over the last 3-4 months that we've been there. So we've been doing a good job of that. We do temperature checks on everybody that comes in, whether you're an employee or a delivery person that comes in, and we maintain that. But our biggest challenge right now, we take our guidance from OPWDD, the Office for People with Developmental Disabilities, and I think they're trying to take lead from CDC and other organizations. So we're currently in a phase where we are permitted to reopen our day habilitation, as other agencies are as well, but we need to be cautious. We need to see who we're going to bring back. Will we bring them back in smaller groups and try to build upon that? And that's what we're doing right now. We've put together a plan. We submitted that plan to OPWDD for their review, and we can move forward, and that's exactly what we're working on right now.
Great. It's a systematic process. It's a phased process, doing it the right way, ensuring the safety and health of all the participants and everyone that works for community resources. Excellent. Tom, thank you so much for the time today. Appreciate it. All right. Once again, the interim executive director and CEO for Community Resources. We appreciate you tuning into this episode of Together SI Business Spotlight, reporting for the Staten Island event. My name is Tom Bavona. We'll be seeing you next time.